Welcome to another episode of Design in Progress. We tonight are going to be playing Hench. We actually recorded this about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and somehow the entire recording was totally fine, except for the explanation that Ned did. For some reason, his voice did not work just during the explanation of how the game is played, but we're totally fine for the rest of the game. So I have Ned back with me right now. He is going to explain how to play, and we'll just splice it all together. But I will look about 3 weeks younger, and I'll have different clothing on.
The magic of editing.
The magic of editing. With that, I'm going to pass it over to Ned so he can explain what this wild Hench game is.
All right, so we're playing Hench. Hench is a 30 to 45 minute, what I call a co-opetitive or a frenemy game. So everybody is out for themselves. There's only one winner, but we kind of have to cooperate. We have to work together to a limited extent in order to make sure that things get done. The core element of this game is that we want to amass the most glory we possibly can. We accrue glory by finishing these missions for Lord Nefarious. You'll see there we set up for the 4-player game. So there are 3 missions out: ruin a birthday, dog napping, and rob a bank. These missions, if they are finished, will award glory points to everybody who was participating in the mission. You will score 1 point for each of your effort cubes on a mission, for each of your efforts. So for example, I'm going to pretend that I'm green and yellow. If this situation were to happen on Ruin a Birthday, where green would have 1 cube and yellow would have 2 cubes, then when this mission is completed, this green would score 1 point and yellow would score 2 points. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
However, there is one catch, and that is Lord Nefarious obviously is going to see the last person to touch the mission as being most responsible for its success. And therefore, the last person to touch the mission will get an award, and that award is shown in the top right of the mission. So for Ruin a Birthday, if a birthday is successfully ruined, the last person to touch it, the person who has the rightmost cube on that mission, will get an additional point. So in this case, yellow would get 3 points and green would get 1 point.
Right.
However, some Lord Nefarious has implemented an attaboy system. So let's pretend instead of working on ruining a birthday, we were dog napping. So dog napping, you'll notice, has a 2-point award, but dog napping also has a 1-point attaboy. So the person who finishes the mission gets the award. So in this case, if dog napping were finished, green would get 1 point and yellow would get 4 points, 2 for cubes and then 1 for this. And then they would have 1 point to dole out however they wanted.
Except to themselves.
Except to themselves. They have to give it to somebody who is not them. Somebody else needs to be recognized. They could give it to green player who helped them on the mission. And you might be asking, what other reasons would I have for doling out this point to people that I want? And the answer is favors. Everybody has 4 favors at the start of the game. So I'm going to pull one of the favors out here. Favors are worth points. They are worth points to other people. They are worthless to you. So you can offer your favors to another player in exchange for some of their points. So I might say, let's pretend that Jake, you were playing yellow. I might say, hey, I will offer you this 1 point favor in exchange for that 1 point. And if you accept that deal, then the deal is binding. And I am 1 point richer and you are 1 favor richer. However, a thing to note about favors is that favors are worth different amounts of points, and you don't get to know which favor somebody has given you until the end of the game.
Aha!
So I might say that I'm giving you my 2-point favor, or I might just be ambiguous. And you would have to either trust me or not, and there's no way to verify.
Right.
So we get to have fun like that.
The favor giving is binding. The number on the favor, not so binding.
Correct. Exactly correct. And I can also give favors to get you to do other things. So for example, I might want you to help me to accomplish a particular goal, and I might offer you a favor in exchange for helping to accomplish that particular goal. So let's talk about the particular goals that one might be interested in. And one of the main ones is dealing with heroes. So because we are 4 players, theoretically, every round, 4 heroes are going to show up to ruin Lord Nefarious's plans. Obviously, these heroes would like nothing more than to prevent Lord Nefarious from accomplishing his noble goals of ruining a birthday party, I guess, or robbing banks. So these heroes are going to show up, 4 of them, and they are distributed evenly between the missions, with the odd number going to the top mission.
Right.
For each hero, if the hero is not kept busy, the hero will ruin Lord Nefarious's plans and will take one of these thwart tokens and put it on these defense marks on the mission. So if a mission fills up with defense marks, that mission is a failure. And Lord Nefarious does not appreciate failure. So if a mission fails, so I'm going to set up again how I was set up previously. If a mission fails, instead of the rightmost player getting the bonus point award, instead the rightmost player is blamed, and they will receive punishment equal to the number that is shown in the bottom right of the card. So right now, all these missions are set to fail, and there's set to be a considerable amount of punishment allocated. Some missions are so important to Lord Nefarious that there is group punishment in addition to personal punishment. So, for example, if dog napping were to fail, the person who would be blamed, I'm just going to grab blue tokens to make things simple for right now. These blue player, or yes, Jake, yeah, you can totally, yep, you can be blamed. You would receive 1 punishment, the number on the left, and then you would have 1 punishment to allocate as you point fingers. There would be 1 group punishment that you would get to choose where that goes. And this is another fine opportunity to offer people favors in exchange for not, being given punishment. Punishment is worth negative points at the end of the game. Each punishment is worth -2 points. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
Great. So you might be asking, how do I keep these heroes busy and how do I put cubes on missions? Well, that is the core of the game. Each round, you're going to select one of your action cards secretly. And you're going to put it to the right, to the inner spot. These action cards are going to have, I'm going to pull out an action card for yellow. They have a strength, they have a text, and they have a speed. The speed is the number in the top left. So if you want to go over to this card and then hold space, the yellow card that I pulled out here, and hold space, you can zoom in on it. And you can see that this would go at a speed of 57. The way that it works in this version of the game is that speed goes descending down from 99. So the highest speed would go first, and then so on down, down, and down, and down. And so I'm going to just set things up quickly. We're going to pretend that we've got like a, why don't you put your card secretly, and then I'm going to play I'm going to randomly select for blue and yellow and green. Great. So we go 1, 2, 3, flip, and then we'd all flip simultaneously.
I can't remember the flip button. Oh no.
F. Click on it and F. Click on it and F.
Oh, that's right. It's click on it and F. I'm so used to TTS just hovering over things.
Yeah, no. So we've got a 57, we've got a 39, we've got a 3, and we've got an 82. So you would go first, and you would pick, so I'm going to pull these cubes off. You would pick what mission you would like to go to.
Oh, I'm definitely
And when you go to a mission,
you napping. Haha.
Yes, you always get to put a cube on the mission, and then you can confront any number of heroes that are on the mission. So you might, for example, want to keep this hero from ruining the mission. So you would grab that hero and you would drag it over to your card.
My card.
Your card. The card that you have played.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So you would be keeping this hero busy. If your strength is equal to or greater than the strength of the hero, that is the number of sort of bicep symbols on your card is equal to or greater than the number of symbols on the hero card, on the hero token, then you're fine. No problem. If the hero, however, is stronger than you, so I'm going to just reallocate heroes temporarily. Let's pretend that you were fighting this 4-strength hero. Oh, no. You would be beaten up and you would take a punishment. So you would grab one of those punishment tokens and you would drag it over to your area.
So just one punishment? It's not like a difference?
Just one punishment. It doesn't matter the strength of the hero. Doesn't matter how things are. As long as the hero is stronger than you, it doesn't matter how much more, you just get your butt kicked and you take one punishment. We're heroes, so we're minions. We're used to getting beaten around. And this is a good time to talk about special abilities. So every minion has a special ability. This special ability, there are 2 of them. There is one that happens during the whole game, and then there is an end game scoring bonus. So in the case of the worm, every time that the worm is beaten up, every time the worm takes punishment, they get to put down another cube. So in this situation, you would take a punishment, boop, and then you would put down another cube. Ho ho! And play would continue in this manner. Yep. So let's roll forward. An important thing to note, and I think this came up during the game, but I do want to stress it. When a mission fails, if nobody has cubes on it, then everybody is blamed.
Yes.
I know that this is a rule that tends to trip people up. Sometimes that can't happen, but if there is ever a mission that has no cubes on it and it fails, everybody is blamed. So going through the rest of these cards, you were in the 80s. The next up we have 57 for the yellow player. I think the yellow player would like to finish your mission and would get to put a cube down. And then green player, let's see, 39 is blue player and 3 is green player. So blue player would go next. Blue player is going to go to ruin a birthday. Is blue player going to go to ruin a birthday? No, blue player is going to go to rob a bank. And then they're going to confront this hero. This hero has 3 strength, they have 3 strength, and blue has the special ability. When they confront one of the strongest heroes at a mission, you get to cube that mission. So they get to put down another cube. Hey. So it is finally green player's turn. Green player needs to pick somewhere to go. So they could go to dog napping and do nothing. They could go to rob a bank and put down a token. They could go to ruin a birthday and take some punishment to be able to keep that mission around. But I think in this particular circumstance, they are going to go to rob a bank and put down a cube. After everybody's gone, we move to cleanup. And starting off, we have the heroes ruin the missions that they're on that they haven't been dealt with. So in this case, these 2 heroes would destroy this mission. They'd put down 2 thwart, which is the tolerance of this. So then everybody would take a punishment. Oof.
Oh. Here,
If you want to imagine Batman-style sound effects, go for it.
Thwap. Bam.
Pow! And then this card is removed. And these heroes go away because they're busy. They've accomplished their goal. They have thwarted Lord Nefarious. Next up, we would check dog napping is a success. So pink player, you would get 2 points. So you would go over to your counter here and you hit F twice to increment it by 2.
Nice.
And then yellow player would get 3 points for finishing the mission. And then they would have to give 1 point to somebody else. And they might, I'm in the shoes of yellow player. They might say, hey, Jake, you helped out. I'm happy to give you the point. Or they might say, oh, green player, you're not doing very well. I'll give you the point. Or, this is where the favor trading and the kind of negotiation aspect of the game comes in. However it happens, let's say that he gives it to you. So take the point.
Aha.
They would collect this mission. This acts as a tiebreaker at the end of the game. The person who has the most missions that they have personally been credited for will win ties at the end of the game, and then this mission would come up to the top. The final thing that happens during cleanup is 2 new missions will come down because there are 2 open spots, and then everybody would discard, move to the outer pile, all the cards that they used. Once you use a card, it is gone, and you do not get it back. So choosing what cards to use and when is a big part of playing the game well. That's essentially the core of the game. The game ends when a mission is required to be played from the deck and there are no missions remaining in the deck. So not when the deck empties, but when the deck empties and then 1 more mission, essentially.
Right. When you go to draw and cannot. It's like Magic the Gathering rules.
Yes, exactly. That's the core of the game. There are 6 individual minions, each with their own special abilities. And in terms of the action cards, a fun feature of the game that helps to learn it is that there are only 10 unique action cards, of which each hero has a subset of 8. So everybody's 90 is the same. The only difference between 90s, for example, your character might or might not have a 90, but also your character has a speed that is the 1's digit of all of their cards. So you will know that, for example, you are slower than me. So if I play my 90 and you play your 90, my 90 is going to go first.
Right.
And that's indicated by the 1's digit on all of your cards. So for example, if you're looking at your cards, they all end in 2.
Yep. Perfect. Awesome. Well, with that, we're going to pass this off to 3 weeks ago, Ned and Jake, and they're going to go play and have a great time. I guarantee it. And I'll see you all next time.
Adios.
Bye.
Yes.
And you want to be the last cube.
Yes.
You want to be the last cube.
Okay. So low numbers are good. I'm assuming that the high numbers do more, though.
Well, it varies. High numbers can also be good because you can have missions that are left with like one open spot on them. So in general, high numbers can be good. Low numbers can also be bad because the missions can fill up and you might end up having to go somewhere that you don't care to. It's a lot of trying to predict what other people are going to do, and you are also welcome to talk to the other people about what you're planning on doing. Is anybody going to help me deal with ruining a birthday? I would love to ruin a birthday.
No, I'm gonna help you ding dong dash though.
You'll help me ding dong dash? That sounds lovely.
Yeah, for sure.
You should shake on it.
I don't feel like shaking. I feel like Endgamer is incentivized to do it on his own because he's just going to go there, get beaten up, and put down 2 cubes.
I mean, the thing is, though, here's the thing. What if we just both gave each other handshakes?
We can do that. I'm not sure that I trust you because there are some cards that punish you for having other people's handshakes or punish the person who gave you a handshake.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why would
you
I
have no idea.
Why would I ever do that? That's a horrible thing to do to somebody.
It's a horrible thing to do. You know what? I'll give you one.
All right, I'll give you one. Here.
Thank you.
See, we're friends.
Sorry, what's the handshake for? What are you?
I'm handshaking that I'm going to help him ding dong dash, and to get him to give me a handshake for doing that, I give him a handshake.
So those handshakes are locked in.
Those are locked.
Those handshakes are locked. I can't.
This is probably
no way to get rid of them. No way to get them back.
You can trade them back. They're fungible, right? So like, Endgamer could trade it back to me. I don't think he will.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to trade it back to me because it's 0 points for me. But he could trade it to somebody else.
If you could do something nasty with it, I could give it to you.
Yeah. Everybody locked?
I'm locked.
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Floop.
Bloop.
Loop the pig.
All right. So we've got 29, 92, 68, and 13. All right. 92 goes first.
All right. So I'm going to go here. Get one. I'm going to do this. So I get another one.
Yep. Get beaten up. Yep. Take your wound. You take your punishment.
Ow.
All right. Next up, 68.
All right. I'm gonna go ruin a birthday party. I'm gonna go ruin a birthday party.
So you double cube it.
I will double cube it. Oh, hold on. Double cube. Grab the cube. Okay.
Shift click will select more than one thing in a stack.
Okay.
No.
Whoa, wait. Where'd my cube go?
It went up to the top because you had not deselected the prior cube. I got you.
What the fuck?
Okay. Welcome to screen top. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So I'll confront this no person hero.
Great.
And then since I'm misdirecting, I can move an unconfronted hero away from this mission.
Yeah, so you could send that one strength hero down to the bottom mission if you wanted.
Okay.
I mean,
what happens if I send it to Ding Dong Dash?
Because
you can do that. It'll thwart. That's like that's the pro-social thing to do because that'll thwart one, but then the mission won't fail.
And it'll simply complete and the hero will be defeated?
The hero will not. The hero will go away. That mission will be successful, so they'll go away.
Right.
Whereas if you put them on install trapdoor, that would be an unkind thing to do, but entirely in keeping with the kinds of creatures we are.
Right.
A horrible hippopotamus man.
Right. Do you want to mess with other people? Basically.
Yeah.
No, I'm everybody's friend.
You're everybody's friend. All right.
Are you? Are you willing to prove that with a handshake?
What would the handshake consist of?
I don't know. Let's figure it out, man. Later.
Well, you give me your hand, and I'll promise I'll be your friend.
I'm gonna need some more. Let's hold off. That's okay.
So do heroes stop
your
the
action
mission from getting completed?
The hero will not. It will only put one thwart on it, and
So
that
it's a
mission
timer,
has
not a blockade. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I could go to one of the other ones, but that wouldn't do much.
Well, it would put down cubes, right? Like, yeah, if you go to Ruin a Birthday or Ding Dong Dash, you would get nothing.
Because there's no
point to going to those.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go here, and then I place a cube because I am me. If I can grab it, there we go.
Yep.
And then I have to place another one And
Yep.
then I have to. Well, I could fight the hero, I guess.
You could fight the hero, and you would take a punishment, but you would also put down another cube.
And then you have to go, and you'd have to go to the last one. If you have
Yes.
another minions, replace that minion's cube with one of yours.
Oh boy,
That's
yeah,
not
no, we're gonna
great.
have some fun times.
That's not great.
But I don't have your handshake. I only have one person's handshake.
Yeah. What have you done? What have you done, you brute? I will
Nah.
not place another cube there.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not
Totally
going to fight the hero.
reasonable.
I'm not going to place a cube there. Okay.
All right. So I will go down here. And surprisingly, I will cube once because I went here, and then I will not confront the hero, and then I will replace Endgamer one of your cubes with one of my cubes.
You fool.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
What have you done?
we're all opportunistic.
We are all opportunistic. All right, we move to cleanup. Ruin a birthday. So the first thing you do is you check heroes. There are no heroes left on Ruin a Birthday. There is one hero left on Ding Dong Dash. There is one hero left on installing a trapdoor.
Mm-hmm.
This hero was defeated, so they go to the discard pile. This hero was not defeated, so they go here. Next, we check for mission success. Ruin a Birthday is successful. I get 1 point. Yay! Orange player, you get 2 points.
Woo!
From your cubes.
Yes.
And then you get 1 bonus point. And there is no allocation. And then
Do
our
I get
cubes
my
go back to
cubes
us.
back? Okay.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
It's irrelevant. They can go to the discard. There's enough cubes, but.
Okay.
And then because you allocated the points, you get this mission.
Woo!
All right, Ding Dong Dash happens next. I get 2 points. Endgamer, you get 1 point
Ah.
for cubes. I get 2 bonus points because I finished the mission. And then Endgamer, as a gesture of kindness, I'm going to give that extra point to you.
Haha! Delightful.
Yep.
You always have to give a point to the person in the mission?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I am willing to hear bids for.
Okay.
Install Trapdoor is last. Install Trapdoor is not a success, so it just moves up to the top. Everybody takes your cards and you put them in the discard pile. The discard pile is outside of your hand. It is in the outside direction from your hand.
To the outside. There we go.
Yeah,
I was
to the
going to say
outside.
for all of us it's to the right. So
Do the heroes follow?
Yes, the heroes follow. Yep.
Okay.
And then we get 2 new missions that come down.
All right, and you got to put stuff there.
I get to put stuff there. Boop, boop. And then 4 new
Debug
heroes come
killed
down.
.exe. Seems a little intense for a Saturday morning cartoon.
It's an entirely harmless piece of software.
All right, and now we just pick cards again and start the show.
Again, that's the way it goes.
Okay.
All right. So installing the trapdoor, I am perfectly willing to help blue player Zintis. I'm willing to help you in exchange for a handshake to make sure that the trapdoor does not fail.
To make sure that the trap, because we would need to remove both heroes, right?
Both heroes would need to be removed.
Okay, give me 1 second. I just got to take a closer look at my cards. So question. So after everyone's played the card, when you're resolving everything, the heroes place thwart.
Yes.
And then anything that's full of thwart fails.
Correct.
Okay, so even if you finish the mission,
Yep.
as long as there's any active heroes on it with not enough thwart slots, you will fail the mission.
If there are more thwart than mission, it fails before it's successful.
Okay.
So
can you
we
assign a card to a mission when there's no slots for cubes there?
Yes, you totally can.
Okay. I'm not gonna do anything. We're gonna see what happens.
Okay. All right. That's fine. All right, 3. Oh wait.
Wait, one more.
No, I haven't
0.
selected yet. Yep.
Yes.
There we go.
Everybody, 3, 2, 1. Floopadoop.
Floopadoop.
69,
93.
82,
69.
58.
Nice.
82.
93. Go right ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna
Mhm.
face both of these heroes and get beaten up twice, but I will claim the mission.
Oh, you can face more than one hero?
You can face more than one, yes.
I see. Okay, but you get a negative every
For
time.
each one. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and the negatives are worth minus 1 point?
Minus 2. Minus 2.
for everybody
2.
except for me.
Yes.
I see.
All right. We've got an 82 next.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I feel real bad. This is not gonna go well.
So if I do this,
Yep.
I can get this
Yep.
and this,
Yep.
and I can do this.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay.
69.
69. Nice.
Okay. We'll just go right there. And right there.
Yep.
And an unconfronted hero away from this mission. Everyone's
There,
confronted.
no
so
one
that's
can
that.
sit here. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
And
All
then
right,
good old,
and
good old slow brute gonna come down here to fill a shark tank.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and fend off this hero successfully.
Yep.
Since I'm the first hero there, I'll also put an extra cube, so that's 2 cubes from me.
Mm-hmm.
Fill the shark tank. You gotta fill the shark tank with sharks.
What?
Yeah, fill the shark tank with sharks. This is half a mission.
I thought like it's a shark tank, but then you fill it with other stuff.
Yeah, just sharks, no water, just full of sharks.
right.
I was putting all the dead bodies from the evil overlord.
Oh, the dead bodies. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right. Going through, there are no heroes to throw any thwart down. Heroes that are not dealt with, that were not successfully dealt with, would go back on the mission.
Okay,
This
so it goes
goes to the
thwart,
discard.
and
that
then the
was
heroes go
thwarted,
back.
yes.
This one also.
That
right?
one. That one also. Yep.
So
They don't thwart.
if somebody takes a hero, like occupies a hero, but does not stop them, and the other player cannot like take that
No.
hero and defeat them.
No. They are already dealing with the minion. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You
Fair
don't.
enough.
It's the ninjas fight sequence theory, where only one ninja can fight the hero at a time,
Of course.
I see.
regardless of how many ninjas there are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the inverse ninja theory or something like that. Basically, one ninja strong, 100 ninjas absolute trash.
All right. Resolving. Install trapdoor is a success. So blue player, please take 3 points. For
Okay.
cubes, I get 2 points from cubes. And then blue player, you're getting 3 bonus points because of the card that I played. Showing initiative makes the mission worth 1 more point.
Oh, okay.
You forgot
Crazy.
to do that
And then-
last turn, by the way, Ned. I had played the
Oh.
show initiative, so I think
Oh.
both of us should have 1 more point.
All right. I'm sorry that I missed that then.
Yep.
All right. And then there are 2 bonus points to allocate however you want.
I'm going to
Yeah.
allocate it to whoever is in last and other last place.
Well, here's the
So-
thing. Me and Zero are both in last place, but I'm the person who moved this Ned away from this, allowing you to win it. So
That is very fair. Do I have to assign them both the same player?
Nope, you can assign them however you want.
You get 2 points though,
nice.
Mr. Worm,
Hey,
right?
Yeah.
Do you prefer Worm or Mr. Worm?
I prefer Mr. Worm the Slimy.
The slimy? Okay.
Or
They,
your
they don't
or,
call you Dr. Worm.
or your sliminess. You know.
Your sliminess. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So-
Take the cubes.
sorry, can you explain
And-
to me how the show initiative? It says +1 +1/+1 bonus.
So
Yeah. So that
both
is
of these.
the top number gets +1 and the bottom and the middle number gets +1.
Gotcha. Okay, just
Right.
checking. Okay.
I'm assuming eventually these will have separate iconography.
They
Or
will have different iconography when I have better icons.
So question more of just from like a procedural standpoint. Why slide the cards up?
Because the top card gets the odd minion.
The more dangerous.
The odd hero.
The odd hero, yeah.
So we're not there, but in general, the top cards get more heroes than the lower cards do.
And they've been around longer. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And how many get put out between rounds? 4?
Always 4, because there are 4 of us. If there were 5 of us, then there would be 5.
2. Okay.
And 1 was a holdover from last round. Because it wasn't dealt with properly.
Okay, right. Okay, do you just fill it from top to bottom?
The way you do it is you try and make it even, and the odd goes to the top. So the way that it was, this 4 was at the top, so just sort of resolving it mechanically in the same way. This went here, then this went here, then, because we're trying to make it even, there are 2 heroes remaining to be assigned. Odd, and then we're trying to make it even again.
Those were switched.
With the odd. There's probably a more efficient way to explain that, but basically you're trying to make an even number of heroes at every mission. But if you have to make an odd number, then it prefers the topmost mission.
I think it works almost exclusively the same if you just fill from the top.
Yeah.
Like you're adding like 3 extra steps, but I think it's just you just fill heroes from the top.
Like if the holdover mission's at the bottom and you refill the top 2, then the top mission's going to get the extra before the bottom mission will, even though it's been there longer. So there's a slight difference.
I mean, if you slide stuff, that doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Something to be discussed at the end for sure.
I absolutely believe that there's a more felicitous way to explain how the missions work. How hero filling works.
Oh,
yeah.
That's word of the day.
Yeah.
Word of the day.
Felicitous. All right. Is everybody ready to pick your next?
I am deep in thought.
Does anybody want to talk about your hopes and dreams?
No.
I don't know how I feel about debug kill.
I wish we had the hero from debug kill that was there before. Then my plan would work good, but it's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
So what
I'm
happens
gonna blame
if the mission
Zero.
just gets completely blank?
Oh, sorry. I should have a cube on that one. Is the answer.
Oh, well, what
but
if it was
also
completely
that's because I'm the brains. But in the event that there were not the brains, if a mission is completely blank and it fails, everyone is blamed equally. So everybody takes punishment.
that much punishment?
Yes.
Okay, but if someone tried, then they would get punishment.
Right.
Yes. If you try and fail, you are blamed more. That's you are blamed more than other people.
See.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm always trying, so I'm always getting blamed. So I definitely need to deal with
File taxes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does somebody want to help me deal with this debug kill? Because I'm not going to be able to take that much punishment. Maybe.
You can. You physically can. I'm not sure you want.
You're the guy to take punishment.
Okay, I'm just if
Throw
somebody
it out there.
if somebody wanted to help, it would be worth the bonus.
Handshakes could be exchanged too.
I would be willing to handshake me giving you that bonus to make it binding.
I'm still figuring out the strategy here.
Mm-hmm. Either way,
especially given that all my cards have all this text.
If you promise me to help finish, like if you actually promise to help finish debug kill.exe as well, I'll help with it.
How fast of a help? Are you going to be really fast help so that I can be a slow help?
It's pretty fast.
So
Let me I want to double check a rule as well. As long as the hero's occupied, they don't thwart it, right? It doesn't matter if you successfully occupied them, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. So just one of them needs to be occupied at least.
Yeah. Pretty fast though. By the way, I forget. Can I say exact numbers? Is that a rule here? Do you
say
care?
whatever you want. You can say whatever you want.
Oh yes, I'm gonna use my 70 card then for this, which would put me at 78. So.
Okay.
Oh, is there a way for you to peek at a face down card that's yours?
There is not. That is one of the worst features of Screen Top. Is there is no peak.
Okay.
How dare they?
Okay, but I do need your promise, your handshake.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Here, and you're gonna give me a handshake. That you're actually gonna help me. We don't have to. I would prefer it significantly.
Sorry, I had to take my headset off for a second. What were we saying?
Are you gonna give me a handshake back? We could be friends. Friendsy Wednesdays?
Yeah, I can give you a handshake back. Yeah.
Ah, cool, yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Nice.
So, I see.
Yeah.
So this has to be this turn.
So that's my promise to help you deal with a hero and try to fill this out, and you
debug
have to
kill.
promise me to actually finish debug kill.
I can finish it as long as you only occupy one guy.
Yeah, I'm only occupying one guy.
Great.
Can you make when does deal making stop?
Whenever you can keep chatting.
Okay, so
You can make deals at bonus time. You can make deals after all the cards have been revealed. You can make deals when people are in the middle of resolving their cards.
Okay. All right, let's see what happens.
All right, 3, 2, 1, flip-a-doo.
99.
Oh.
Whoa.
Woo!
Who wants their mission to get more points?
Hmm.
I would like.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I have 6. You have 8. 6, 5, and 3. I would like one point worth of handshake, and I will put this on one of those top 2 missions.
How about this? I'll exchange handshakes with you, and I'll give you one of the bonus. The bonus that you're giving to the extra bonus, I'll give to you.
Sure. And you're pink, or
I'm pink.
you're pink? Sure. Here you. Oh, let me. That.
Yeah, make sure you know what the value of the promise. Yeah.
Oh, you are wheeling and dealing with everybody. You're
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
He's collecting. He's collecting.
And you're saying
a whole...
you want the top row, one
Yes.
cube, and now it's worth more. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
All right.
78 or 53. 78.
78. Yep.
70.
So I'm also going to go to top. I was hoping to have gone first, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put a cube there.
I have everything.
We'll deal with a hero. We'll take our wax. And then I will move another one of my cubes up here.
Nice. What a jerk.
All right, Edgaber, you are contractually. Oh, it's not your turn yet to be contractually obligated.
Yes.
But
you can mess us up, or you can do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna prevent from being blamed from the taxes.
Ha ha. Perfect.
Oh, because that's a 1 turn. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Filing taxes is serious business. If you make even a smallest mistake,
The tiniest of them.
Yes.
Right. Alrighty. And then, so I'm going to do this. I'm assuming that this is, you may replace one cube. Like, if you have another player's... Okay. Yeah. So,
you should replace green. He's winning and also didn't help with debug kill.
Yeah.
.exe.
I helped. I started it.
So I'm going to replace that and place this. And I actually don't need to go up against the dude to get thing to do the thing.
Nope. You do not.
So that's it.
All right. Resolution. Cleanup, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Thwart. The shark take is a failure.
That's sad. I think I take 2 knocks from that.
You do.
Take 2 knocks from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'll tidy up. Can you guys resolve debug kill.exe for points?
So I get
you get 5 points.
5 points plus
5
4.
plus 4, so 9. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. And then 0, you'll get 2 points, and
Thank you.
Zin, you'll get 1.
Thank you.
In addition to your cube numbers. Did you get your cube points?
Yep.
Great.
1, 2. Yeah, I went from 6 to 8. Okay, cool.
All right.
Can you not put the cube back on the... Oh, it's up here. Okay, got it.
Yep. And then Endgamer, you get the card.
I do get the card.
File taxes goes up to the top. I'm going...
All right.
Boy, this
where
is
do
a
the
real
missions come
delicate.
from?
2 missions, this stack right here.
Oh, okay.
So there is 1 mission
Holy
left in this
small child.
All right, and then
Heroes come down.
Yep. Then you got a cube.
Yes, thank you.
And you get another cube.
Yep.
Is that the right? Oh, that's the right color.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
The border when you select it is kind of bluish.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that's because it's you selecting it. When I select something, there's a greenish border.
Oh. Okay, got it. Okay, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Cool.
It depends on your seat.
Right, and now we got to pick some.
Can I have somebody help me file taxes? I will give a handshake to somebody to help me file taxes.
I'll help. I'll help you, and I'll occupy one of those guys for you.
Great, thank you. I appreciate that.
I need that handshake, though.
Yeah. Hold on. It's happening. Here you go.
I will also help. And if you leave a guy, I can add an extra. Like if there's 1 guy left by the time I get there, then I can add an extra token to it.
One hero left. Is okay.
Right.
You guys are all busy filing taxes.
Yeah. It's going to be tough to handle both the dry cleaning and the small child bullying. So I might leave you guys. If you guys are both taking care of the taxes, I will work on one of the other things.
3, 1,
There's
2.
a strong hero protecting that child, too.
Yeah.
Now that hero is trying to bully them before we get to them. We got to stop them. Man,
Okay.
taxes is
I think it's this
wild
one.
mission. Okay.
I think
Taxes is a tough mission.
But
All right, we good to go?
But it's worth so
3,
much.
2, 1.
59, 73, 22, 38. So 73.
I get to go first. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you guys both said that you were going to file taxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to.
Before.
Hey.
I said I would help you if you handshook me.
Okay. I gave you. Hold on. Let me handshake you.
I need a second handshake.
You need a second? No. That's not.
No, like
it's
you've
not
already
worth it.
given me 1 handshake earlier.
Oh no.
Now-
I will give you a handshake right now
Right.
from my dwindling supply of handshakes.
Right.
Here's your handshake.
1 new one.
Yes.
Which brings me to 2 handshakes from you. There we go.
I'm pretty sure Endgamer's going to win pretty handedly.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll find out. I'm going to go here. I'm going to confront this hero, and then I'm going to move my cube off of bullying the small child and onto dry cleaning the outfit.
Perfect. And if they're tied, do you win or do they win?
I win. You win ties.
You win
Which
ties?
is somewhat the minions win ties.
Great.
It's somewhat anti-thematic, but
We're
allowances have to be.
Yeah, we're
So
conniving.
on me, I'll go here. I got that. And then put a cube
You're
in.
double cubing.
Why double cube?
Because you're confronting
Because
the
you confront
strongest hero.
the strongest hero.
Oh, you're right. Oh, right. I just hadn't had the opportunity yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a little worse than I thought. That's fine.
Okay, Zero, I can add 3 to this. Can we
Add
Finish
3
the
to what?
taxes?
File taxes?
Yeah, I can add 3 to file taxes.
I can only add 1. I don't know. Oh wait, I guess I'll be the first person there, so I'll add 2. But that's still obviously not enough.
All right, I mean, geez, man, I'm just seeing how cool you are, man.
I will be occupying this level 3 hero though.
Yep.
So.
Great.
And then you will heal.
and I will heal. Yes, that was my plan. So I'll put my 2 cubes.
And then I'll do this and occupy this guy. So that doesn't damage me?
That does not damage you.
Oh, no. So I only had 2.
That is correct.
Oh, so sad. I hate that.
Tragic.
Right. No missions were a success. All the heroes were dealt with.
Okay, and so we just add some more heroes.
Yep. So
Yes.
4 heroes will get added.
All right. I'm guessing this is going to be the last turn. I'm not 100% on it, but I feel reasonably confident that this is going to be the last turn.
What triggers the end of the game again?
If a mission has to be dealt from the deck and the deck is empty.
So
The
if we
deck is
do
just this
right,
deck.
so if we
There's
complete
2
2
missions.
right.
Yeah. And I feel reasonably confident that 2 missions are going to get finished this round.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have an important question about speed and order of operations on card effects.
Yes. You can choose the order in which your card triggers during your time, however you want.
Okay, so if it has an effect to move a cube, can I move the cube first and then place my cubes?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, perfect.
You get to choose the resolution order that you like.
Let me go with this.
I think I have to go with this one.
All right, are we good to go?
I think so.
3, 2, 1, flipperoo.
79 and 2.
Toading. I love it.
Chicanery. All right.
All right, 88.
All right, so I'm going to activate Chicanery. If you have another minion's handshake, move that minion's cube. So I'm going to move a green cube up here. Then I will be there. Since I'm the first hero there, I'm going to put 2 cubes, which means I am finishing it.
Hate that.
I guess it doesn't really matter. You guys can just leave the ball with me. That's fine. I didn't even think about that. Oh well.
You got to deal with both of these heroes as well.
I'll deal with both of them. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you deal with both?
He has
You can
power.
always
No,
you can always
can.
fight any number. Yeah.
It's fine. I'll just take the
Well,
knots.
you're only
It's
going to take
fine.
1 punishment because
One.
because you'll beat one of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
All right. I will. That's me, right? 2.
Yep.
23. Okay.
Yep.
I'll go here.
You're gonna go there?
The hero.
Hold on. Just to double check, you're not going to finish bully small child.
We're getting there. So I placed 2 here, and then you may move one of your cubes from one mission to another to finish the bully small child.
Absolutely.
Oh, but that'll die. Oh no. Oh, okay.
That's why I was asking. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. I will happily. Oh, you're gonna change your line.
Yeah. No, I have to guarantee. Well, so like I could try to.
It ends up being the same thing where you can still you can still move one of your cubes and yada yada yada. Yeah. I will help you. If you give me a handshake, I will protect the dry cleaning.
But you're gonna protect it anyway,
Right?
Aren't you?
Well, probably, but
Don't give him a handshake for that. He's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it one way or
Give me a
another.
handshake.
No.
The problem
I'm
is the
fine.
toadie's going to get dry cleaning.
Yes, that is the problem that the toadying is gonna.
Yes,
no, I'm good.
master.
I will, in fact, go do the dry cleaning, and then I strongly feel that you are going to Endgamer that you are going to go to dry cleaning. So I'm gonna continue the game of not paying and not dealing with things.
Okay.
And we'll roll the dice and see how bad it ends.
Well, it's going to be you're going to get a pain. You know? You're taking a pain either way.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm taking 2. Yeah.
because I can give a pain to another player. So either you take it from him or I take it from him and then give it to you.
I'll take it. Well, I'd be taking 2. You know what?
Well,
I don't trust you.
But
So I'll take.
if you take it, then I can give it to somebody else.
Okay. Yeah. That's reasonable. Yeah, I'll take the
Great.
the punishment.
And I won't even have to make you a handshake for that. So I'm gonna do this. That gets me this, and I'm gonna give my pain to Zentis.
Ouch.
Ba ba
All
ba
right.
ba.
That
Everything's
let's
bonked,
go
all
through
the heroes
resolution.
are bonked. Okay.
Okay.
All the heroes
so,
are bonked.
Mm-hmm.
Taxes.
So I get for 11 points for that.
I get 3 points for that.
2. And what are you doing with the bonus?
I'll give them to Zentis since he's the lowest.
All 4? You can split it up.
No, I'll give all 4 to him.
Oh, well, thank
Definitely none to you.
I mean, I have a last favor that is worth 2 points. If you give me 1 point, I'll give you 2.
I think I'd rather just see you fail if possible, because I don't think you're going to fail either way.
I'll give you my 2-point favor for 2 of those points, and I'm behind.
I'll do that. Yeah, you can have 2 of them.
Beautiful. Thank you.
So Zentis only gets 2 points, not 4 from
I
that.
get 1 point rather. Yeah.
How do I undo?
Shift
point?
F. Shift F.
Shift F. Okay. So I lose. I'm 2 points less.
Yeah,
You get 1 point less. You get 1 point less.
Oh, only
1
one.
point.
Because All right. Taxes are filed. Yay, we successfully filed taxes. Don't worry about cleaning it up. It's a digital tabletop. But you do get that mission. All right. Let's resolve dry cleaning the outfit next. We have to resolve them from top to bottom.
Oh, okay, sure.
It's rules. So I'm getting 3
I am getting 1.
from cubes. Zentis, you're getting 1 from cubes.
Oh.
And then you're getting 1. And then you're getting 3 bonus endgamer.
3? How 3?
The 3
Oh yeah, no,
at the top.
Yeah, no, I won. I'm my brain.
And then you've got 2 to allocate.
I'm gonna give 1 to you, Ned, and 1 to you,
Yay.
0.
Thank you.
All right, and then you're taking that. And then lastly, we have the successful bullying of a small child by Zentis.
I already did.
So you're
6
taking
points.
6 points.
Yep, did that already. So I have to award 2 points.
Yes.
20, 19, 17. You're out of favors, Mr.
I
Brain.
am out of favors. Yes, I'm out of favors, sadly.
Unfortunate.
I guess I'll give you my 2 point. My 2 point.
Two
One.
points is fine, sure. So I will award you 2 points in exchange for your 2-point favor.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, take your 2 points. And that gets completed.
All right. Now we move into end game scoring. So let's go clockwise, starting with the highest speed. 8 brute.
Okay.
There are no players
No.
that have
Proud is faster.
9. Sorry, yeah,
9.
proud.
Okay.
Proud. You have 2 missions, so you're getting plus 4 points from missions,
Okay, so that puts me at 22.
and then you're losing 2 from your wound, from your punishment.
1, 2.
And then
2
and
per
then
wound?
flip over.
Jesus.
yeah,
Oh, right, I have these. So that's 1 point and
another
Can I
2.
ask you for your 2-point piece?
You did ask.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, it was real easy.
All right.
Sorry.
All right.
My penalties have, so I just get -1.
Yep.
Oh, -1.
I mean, doesn't that go into the binding agreement?
No, I mean, I think that's why they're face down. Yeah.
Yeah.
because you weren't giving him a chit to give you a chit. If it was, then it would be binding there.
Why isn't me being like, you can have 2 points
The
for your-
value of favors is never binding. You can
Okay.
say whatever you want. The value of favors is not binding.
Okay.
And I will clarify that in the rules.
All right. And then I get
This
4 more
is
points.
designed
1,
to make
2, 3,
a little
4.
more stuff in the end game. Sorry, I should have 1 cube on this mission on blackmailing the mayor.
Mhm.
Because it does come down before the game ends.
Okay.
All right. Brute, you've got no bonus points
Yeah,
from
no
your
bonus points and -6. So
but then flip over your favors.
4, 5, 6. It's not gonna be enough.
Extra 4 points.
4.
All right, and then I am losing 6 and gaining 2, so I'm losing 4. Sad times. All right, congratulations by 1 point. The worm wins.
Yes, the worm wins. Ha 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 ha.
But Brute, if you'd only supported me, if you'd only been
You would have had to have stood next to the worm on the
the
podium.
dais.
Is that really what you'd want?
How do ties work, by the way?
Mortal Kombat to the death.
Mortal Kombat? Okay.
Nice.
Is there a mini game? We get to play another mini game?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have a big enough sword to kill the worm outright.
We just start punching each other in real life.
So the official tie break rules are you compare claimed missions, and the person with more claimed missions wins the tie break. If that's still broken, then it's least punishment, and then it is just whatever. I guess you share it.
Okay.
I could default to speed, but I don't feel like doing that. I might end up doing that, but I don't feel like doing that.
Or most favors could be it too.
I don't want to do most favors because that makes the king making a little bit more aggressive.
That's fair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I had considered that and I had decided against it.
Or it could be like the value of your completed missions, because like I did two missions, but they're relatively easy. But somebody else did, like the filing taxes and another one. Yeah. Those are two significantly harder missions,
You quote unquote did 2 missions.
I finished them all by myself. Yeah.
All right. So I have some fixed questions, and then I'd like to move into freeform feedback.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to be asking these in Discord order. Did you have fun? Endgamer.
Yes.
Zero Gamer. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Centis. Did you have fun?
Yes, but these games are usually not my jam.
Yeah.
Usually.
Well, I'll take that as like a bonus. Yes, I had fun.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you play it again, Zentis?
Probably not. I usually don't like games where you have to squabble over a point. Usually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But probably not. I would play it if somebody asked me to. But not. I wouldn't like
search it out.
Like be like,
I wouldn't seek it out.
Play Hench guys. Yeah. Gotta do it today. Who's with me? That probably would not be me.
Yeah. But you would, if somebody else busted this out at game night, you would be down to play.
I play it once or twice. Sure.
Zero. Would you play it again?
I think I'm relatively in the same boat. The style of game I like. I don't know. I just really like asymmetric style games a little bit more. Yeah. And while this has some elements of that. Not really.
It's very lightly asymmetric, yeah.
Right. Very lightly asymmetric. But I think it's the same. But I was like, if someone pulled it out, I'd be like, I'll play it.
Yeah.
Endgamer, would you play it again?
I would. I will speak also to that asymmetry, which is to say, I have some behind the scenes because we played this at Unpub. And I believe, if I remember correctly, there was more asymmetry then.
There was more, and I toned it down, yeah.
Yes, and I would say that I liked that. I'm assuming you toned it down due to feedback from somebody, and I'm countering that by saying I loved that. That was awesome, but I understand that there can be conflicting opinions, and that not everybody is always right.
Yeah, I definitely think that you could have. I have played more. I have had more asymmetric versions of this game. Mm-hmm. This I've toned it down. I had a lot of feedback. I talked to the op and some other people, and their advice was try and make it as as understandable to people as possible, so that you're keeping track less of what other people's powers are and more about the card play. And so this is the more the less asymmetric, more symmetric version. Endgamer. What rule or procedure did you find most confusing?
Not necessarily a rule or procedure. I'm going to answer this in a very weird way, I guess, which is to say, I wish that I had been able to play all my cards, which is not necessarily confusing, but more like
No, that's a fine gripe. Yeah. Zero. What rule or procedure did you find most confusing?
I think the only real question I had was on I forget what card it was, but it was the one that says you add +1/+1. Everything else is pretty straightforward. I understood it all.
Great. Zintis, what rule or procedure did you find most confusing?
I probably just needed to have a diagram that was just like, do this, then do this, then do this, then do this,
Yeah.
and that would have been clear enough.
Yeah,
I think.
just a reminder card of like the order of the turn.
And like the squishiness revolving around when you can negotiate, what's a binding agreement, that kind of stuff.
How would you did the two more fixed questions and then freeform feedback. Did the player powers feel thematic, Zintis?
Yes. I do think that the Brainiac, the brain's power, I don't think it's unfair, but I think it's a lot more procedure than the other players.
Yeah.
And might exceed by a little bit the complexity space or complexity budget of the game.
Yeah.
But just by a little bit. Just that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Zero, did the characters feel thematic?
I would say, somewhat funnily enough, yes, except for the character I was playing, the Brute.
Yeah. The theory is that you're Kool-Aid Manning into every mission.
I get that.
Yeah.
But it's also supremely hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it encourages a type of play that fucks you over more than actually gives you anything good. Like, with the brain, it's purely free value.
Yes.
Right. I mean, hypothetically, you are getting 2 points out of it because you're getting an extra thing. You're just
get rid of the There's no hypotheticals here.
You're winning less, but putting more cubes on, which I'm agreeing with you in as much as I was gonna have kind of a similar feedback, which is like, yes, it felt thematic, but they also basically. In an agreeing way and also disagreeing somewhat with what Zero was saying, if you want to trigger them every turn, it's basically possible to. Yeah. Like yours happens automatically, so you basically don't need to think about it at all. So it's not really adding anything to how you're planning things other than you might get blamed for something, so you have to kind of mess with that.
Yeah.
But like Proud is like, as long as you get on there and there is a strong hero, which there's a higher likelihood of there being because nobody else wants to get punished. It's like, that's probably pretty likely you can trigger that. Me, I can literally just choose to trigger mine basically by being like, yeah, I'm going to fight that. As long as there's a hero there that I can fight, I'll probably get punished unless I accidentally was too powerful. And the Brute, I mean, speaking to what Zero said, it wasn't necessarily useful for him to trigger it every turn, but unless everybody spread out evenly, which we almost never did, he was be able to trigger it on one of them if he wanted to. So the ways that they are implemented did feel thematic, but the fact that they were actually relatively easy to trigger felt less good. I mean, I think last time
you're not having to work for it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's not.
Previously, you had to work a lot more to get your thing to happen.
Right. It didn't feel like a puzzle. It was more like, oh, okay, how am I going to use this bonus that I have? It like I might as well. All of us might as well have said like, you get to put 2 down and not had to add a thing, you know, and it would have played almost exactly the same. So, they didn't quite feel puzzly, I guess, enough.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. I think that definitely if I wanted to make this more complex, there is room for more puzzly stuff. I've been trying to like prune things down as aggressively as I can.
Right. And I can
guess,
go ahead, Zero.
Well, so one Endgamer did take over my feedback turn.
Sorry.
Also true. Yes.
I guess my a little follow up question though is, if are you trying to hit a target demographic for this?
Yeah, so I'm specifically targeting this in the like light hobby games space. So AEG and the Op have have like not an RFP, but like a request for submissions out. And so I've submitted it to both of them as they're looking for things that are relatively light and play in less than an hour. With the AEG, they want it to be expandable. And so this has a lot of space for expansion where you can do like themed hero packs and you could do more complex versions of all of the minions. And then just by the numbers, there's room for a bunch of minions without having to do any replacement minions. Just because there's some speed numbers unclaimed and some ideas that I have in my back pocket. But
right, you could do
that's
right. You could do at least another 3, and then you could do more beyond that were like the same color. So it's like, oh, okay, are you going to use the pink worm or are you going to use the pink beetle? And they have like similar card pools but different abilities.
Yes, exactly. And they're looking for something that is not much more that is on the complexity order. AEG is looking for something that's on the complexity order of Smash Up, and this is like in the Smash Up pocket. I feel like.
Do you already have your in with AEG?
I do not. They just had an open proposal, and so I
I'm looking at their submission form, and it says at the top, at this time, our development pipeline is full, and we're not reviewing outside submissions.
I got it in before that was closed.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you do have it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I have submitted it, and I've gotten an email back that says they've gotten it, and they are totally looking at it, and they promise they'll get back to me. And then I had a pitch meeting with the op. So
cool.
Okay, great. No, yeah, going to the op, I think is probably like AEG. I think is tough because they want like groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah, not
generally.
Yeah.
This is very much knows what it wants to be, but like it's not quite in that ground. I mean, like to be fair, like not every company could be like, I'm gonna release a genre-defining title every year, and no company does that, but they can try. So
right.
Well, I was gonna say Letter kind of does that, but
did you just call? Aren't they Leader?
Is it
Leader? Yeah, it's Leader.
It's Leader.
Patrick Leader. Yeah.
Yeah, but
see, because the way it's spelled, when you visualize it,
Zero.
Leder. No one says it out loud.
Oh my gosh. We have been on a Root show together for so many years.
Brutal.
Anyway.
Later, you said later?
Later.
Leader. I thought it was Leader like song.
It is Leader.
Singer.
It is Leader as far as I know. Unless Patrick is a liar, you know.
When I talk to Patrick, I'm happy to be corrected on how to pronounce his name.
Yes.
Yeah. I also submitted this to Pegasus. I don't think that they're going to pick it up. I don't think this will translate to like the German market. But you know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Right. I do also feel like, and this could be just because it was.
Before we go into this, did you have any more of your like?
I had one more fixed question.
Fixed question. Probably do that first.
Yeah. Yes. Sure. How would you describe this game to somebody else, like somebody who was adjacent to the hobby game space? How would you explain what this experience is? Endgamer, you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, I would explain it as it's almost worker placement kind. It's like trick taking / worker placement while being cartoon henchmen fighting heroes.
Yeah. Zero Gamer?
I'd say it's kind of like a game where you're trying to fulfill a quest, and there's a little bit of trickery involved with, you know, the abilities on the cards. You know, take some stuff, move some stuff, you know, jostling for first position, that sort of thing.
Zintis?
With the sort of, you know, with the theming of the Saturday morning cartoon thing. Yeah.
Like I'm just hanging out with my friends, or am I writing something for a box cover or a box back?
You're hanging out with your friends.
Yeah. So it's a round-based quest doing game where you players have to collaborate and backstab each other, I guess.
Yeah.
And you're like secretly assigning your henchmen to do different missions and stop heroes. Something
Great.
like that.
Yeah. Cool. Freeform feedback.
Do you want the thing where it's like, oh, this reminds me of this game? Do you want that, or do you not want that?
Yeah, sure. Throw it at me, dude.
There's I haven't played it in a minute. It's very similar in structure and shockingly theming, where you're criminals trying to complete missions. Oh my god, I haven't played it in a minute, but I do like the game. But it's like you have a hand of minions who have various skills, that do things, and it's like there's
or
is it it's not cash and guns. That's a very different thing.
it's not cash and guns. I could run downstairs and grab my copy of it real quick just so I could look.
Sure, yeah.
Let me go through that. I'll be back in just a second.
Zintis, why don't you do your freeform while he's walking?
I think that this game would benefit from like a board where you place the 3 missions on, and the board would also be the rules procedure reminder.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would greatly benefit from that.
Yes.
I think that the complexity on the cards is a little bit too high for the overall weight of game. I think the specificity you're getting into with the card effects. I don't know if the words are worth the specifics of the effects. It might be you might just want to like really be like, okay, all cards are 2 lines of text or less. And if it's if I can't make it less than 3 lines, then it's just out.
Yeah, I mean the other thing, there might even be ways to like, because there's only really 10 cards. Is there a way for like there to, if you're going to have a player board, have some way of shorthanding some things by like moving some text around and having it other places and slightly more symbols or slightly less symbols? It's hard to tell. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm back.
Do you want to tell us what the name of it was?
Yeah, it was called Grifters.
Grifters. Okay.
I don't know that one.
I'm not familiar with it.
I got this forever ago at Gen Con, largely based on I liked the art, but the gameplay I enjoyed as well too. But the whole premise was robbing a corporation, but like it's the same structure where you have the mission cards in the middle, and everyone takes a turn laying out their minions who do various things, fulfill specific skill types. I don't know if you're looking it up right now, but
I am, yes.
Hmm.
I'm also taking notes, but yes.
But yeah, just a lot of things about this, like just key up in the way that reminds me of this, just this other smaller board game I have.
Beautiful. I mean, for a given value of beautiful, but yes.
Yeah.
I will look at Grifters.
Yeah. Did you have other thoughts, Zintis? I'm sorry, you were kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
I think I got most of it out. Just that, like, for the weight of game and the length of game, you only make like 5 decisions over the course of the game. It's not a long game.
No.
And it's not that complex, but there is a bunch of procedure.
Yeah.
I would say that like you like having like if there was a strip that just like was tall and you put the 3 cards on it, and it told you what to do in what order, and all the cards were reduced down to 2 lines of text or just icons. Then that would be pretty good. Maybe the player powers like don't need an end game, and that would feel the most fair because then you don't. Well, I don't know. Like I don't actually.
I think
that adds a little more.
Yeah,
okay,
I mean,
maybe not there.
I was also gonna add this. This kind of weaves into something that I was gonna say, which is that like really the player powers are all just boons. Like you get a boon during, and like the only one who is not even who is a little bit is me, but then that's getting negated by my end game somewhat.
You could put the player power on the card.
Right. So I think it could be interesting if there was like a positive and a negative somehow. So or two positives and one negative or something like that.
I would advocate to not have a negative because if a player makes a mistake on a positive, they're hurting themselves. But if they make a mistake on a negative, they're hurting everybody else.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't know. Is it me?
Go ahead, Zintas.
Yeah, the only other thing, I'd be okay if everybody had just 8 totally unique, very highly thematic but simple cards. I think that would be I think that would be fun, honestly.
No, that could be interesting too.
Yeah.
And I think that you could really leverage the character concept.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do that.
Yeah. So this is really funny because during earlier runs of this, I did exactly that, where there were no player powers and it was just 8 cards that were thematic. And the advice I got from people who were playing it is they really wished that they could see that there was less game that was happening in the hands and more game that was happening like on the board. And so I've gradually moved all of the uniqueness into like a very public space of the player powers. And I've tried to dial back and reduce the asymmetry on the cards in hand. But I think that's
I was going to say, I will say with that, though, since you've moved everything to be very public, though, and like we've already kind of said, there's not really any specialness to any of these characters. I think, like they all, again, they just don't do too much. I would actually say the worm's probably the best, and part of it is, one, their endgame power is pretty good, and 2, we were able to glimpse what I assume is his quote-unquote unique card, the toadying card.
Toadying is not unique. There's that other people have toadying.
You guys didn't have toadying is the thing,
right. It feels so extremely thematically like on board for what the worm would do, though. I'm like, oh well, this is obviously a unique card that only the worm has,
which could be an interesting way to do it. Like, could you give each player basically one unique card that only they have, each character.
Yeah,
but that does come down to because like, you're actually asking with thematics earlier, and I was playing the brute. But if you look at like just all the names of the cards, chicanery, scheming, trapping, opportunity,
quite line up for the brute.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Yeah, your card should be like smash and crash. And
and it's like And again, like I get what you're doing too, with like, oh, he's Kool-Aid Manning, so he gets like a little bit of an extra thing. But I don't know, just in my mind, it's like, oh, he's big and strong, so he should have, all the big and strong cards. But I think I didn't have any more than anybody else.
Right.
So when you were getting the feedback from the other players from the other playtest that they wanted more of the stuff on table, like visible.
Yeah.
Why were they saying that? Do you think?
They were being surprised by what other people could do.
Is that a problem?
I mean, for them it was. I hear you that like that is also a fun experience where you get to be like, haha, I can do something that you can't.
Right. I mean, going back to AEG and wanting to be in the vein of Smash Up, you never know what other people are going to do in Smash Up. Not once have I played a game of Smash Up and the first like 5 turns been like, I know exactly what you're going to do. I'm always like, what the fuck are you doing with ants and robots?
Right. I will say that.
Okay, cool. I get it. Like after like 2 turns, you're like, okay, I get like vaguely what you're doing. Cool. Okay.
I do want to say I feel like I've played a very, very small hand of cards, a hand of games that have cards like this where everyone gets mostly similar but slightly different cards. And I'm never a fan of it when it comes up, personally.
I think you should have a hand limit of like 3. And you should draw off a deck of 8 or 10 or 9 or whatever.
Okay.
I think that'll reduce the weight significantly because I had to read 8 cards and then figure out how the 8 cards were going to improve my situation. But if it was only 3, also that adds a bit more randomness because like another player might be like, oh, he's going to play the chicanery card on me. Well, joke's on you. I never had it this game.
Right.
And that might be fine, and it adds a little more randomness to the game. And the game is short.
Yeah.
I think that you're gonna reduce the turn contemplation by like 2/3 if you reduce it from 8 cards down to 3 cards.
3 or even 4. Like even
people like the number 3.
Oh, I like the number 4. I'm a weirdo. Maybe I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, exactly. You already you answered your own question.
Right, there we go. I have two kind of final-ish things, which is one is short and one is going to take a long time, and we'll do that. In the spirit of this game, one of these handshakes should be 0 points for sure, like 1,000%.
Okay.
Like have 1 0, 1 1, 1 1, and a 2.
What happens if we like spend 5 minutes negotiating and you're like, okay, here's a handshake, and then like you see it and it's 0? What do I do? I throw it at you? Like,
well, I mean,
what happens?
That sounds right. Yeah.
I mean, here's the other thing. What if it's 0, 1, 1, and 2, but nobody gets to see them? So you're like, I'll give you a favor. Maybe it's worth 2. Maybe it's worth nothing. I don't know. You don't know. We'll find out.
So the liar's favors. The liar has kind of the most unique things. The liar has 3 zeros and a 1. For their favors, because they're the liar, and then let me grab the liar player
be like
power.
3 zeros and a 4, if you want to put all the points together
for the liar. Yeah.
Let me just
the liar. That'd be really funny to be like, okay, I got a 5. Who wants it? And then someone negotiates with you, and you give them a 0, and he's like, well, I still got my 5. Who wants it? And then just every turn.
Right.
But like, I don't know how much you want to have that in the game, and like, I don't know if you play tested this with. Is the target demographic like teenagers and children also, or?
Not intentionally. I think that I have played this with children, and the children have enjoyed it, but they have enjoyed it with not playing it particularly well. I don't think that this suits itself. I think that there's a little too much like negotiation that needs to happen between kids for this to work.
Right. I'm just imagining situations where like if this was targeted for like 10-year-olds or whatever, or that like someone is just like spends 5 minutes negotiating for 2 points and they get a 0, and now there's like fisticuffs.
They're real mad. Yeah. So the thing about the liar is that when they give a favor, then you heal. The person they give it to heals. So
the favors, they're still worth something. Anyway, I'm just saying, in a game where hypothetically, not hypothetically at all, in a game where you very much are bad people who are henchmen, who are lying, cheating, and stealing, it makes sense for one of those favors to be worth nothing at all. Just thematic-wise. Play-wise, maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe it turns into too many feel bad. I just personally, I think it would be really funny, and I think it would be worth a couple playtests of being like, what does it look like if there is a 0, 1, 1, and a 2? What does it look like if I get to tell you, I get to know what I'm giving you, and what does it look like if actually neither of us gets to know, and it's totally random, and just adds a little bit of variance and some kind of like, ooh. It ends up being slightly more thematic as opposed to more strategic than if neither of us knows. But so it's like, where do you want to go with that? But it also could just, I think it was fine with it as is. Just my thematic brain really wants one to be 0.
Yeah. I mean, what if you made the favors random, entirely random, and like the player who has them can look at them? And the player who gets it, like the player who has them, doesn't voluntarily ever give them to somebody. They're just like, okay, you may take one of my favors or 2 of my favors. And then you're like, oh, there's a 3 and a 2 and a 2 in there. You should go get them. And then they like draw the 1. And you're just like, well, there was only 1, man. Like, what are you doing? And that way that might take a little bit of the feel bad away from it because it's a little bit random. And like.
So I just had a crazy thought.
Yeah.
Does this game even need the favors?
I have found that without the favors, people don't make deals.
So I guess okay. Combo question then.
Yeah.
Is the deal making critical to what you have here?
I think that you can have a perfectly fine game without the deal making, but I like the deal making, and
So
I'm willing to. I am willing to trim the deal making, but for me, like the player interactions are a big part, and the deal making is kind of how the interactions happen. Because otherwise, it's like you're silently selecting cards 5 times in a row.
Right.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm asking though is because to me what you want and then what you're trying to do feel like two different things. You want a simple, easy to pick up game, but you've also included maybe the most messy, complicated game mechanic you can have, which is negotiations with a hard mechanic in it. You essentially are like overlapping two different like game things on top of each other. You have a very simple card game, and then you have an extremely complicated negotiation.
Yeah.
And
I hear
I'm
you.
not saying get rid of the negotiation, but I'm saying you either need to bring the cards up to the level of the negotiation or dumb the negotiation way down to match the cards.
I mean, there could be in the vein of vaguely quests that the Vagabond does in Root. There could be like specific things that you are agreeing to do, and you're putting a counter on it. Like there could be, you know, 3 specific things where it's like, okay, I'm saying I'm going to do this. I put a counter here, and then that counter goes to whoever does that, or something like almost like a bounty, like almost reversing it. We're saying like, okay, here I'm going to take one of my favors and I'm going to put it on this. And this is whoever helps me, and then they get that. The first person who helps me gets it automatically, or something like that.
So that's fine, but I think that's, again, just adding more complexity to this negotiation system. It's because in my mind, it's like maybe you almost just want a game that's just like the negotiation mechanic somehow, with like, in a strange way, even more simplified cards, because where you're having to like juggle all these like cubes across like the different like missions.
I will say in real life the cubes are very easy to pick up and push back and forth. It's
I believe
it.
Just
dealing with digital,
that's not I never had trouble.
But I hear you. It's like because you're having to focus on like the card play, that's detracting from like the pure negotiation aspect, and it's kind of pick in your opinion, maybe pick one of freewheeling kind of wild negotiation and more, like this kind of mission, trying to guess what the other people are going to do and make it happen.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you can't have both, but I'm saying what it sounds like you're trying to do. Again, what you've said is like for like a simpler crowd, like not simpler, but like like lower age, casual crowd.
Yeah.
Which leads into the last thing that I was going to bring up, which was, can you this a question that with a prefacing of, can you remind me how you used to level up your person, and then if I remember correctly that you got 2 extra bonuses as you leveled up?
So the way that it worked at Unpub was that you had a little player board, and your player board had cube spots on it. And as you took the cubes off, you unlocked powers, and each character had 4 powers. And those powers, there was like they had 5 powers, because everybody had one that was available at the start of the game. And then as you took cubes off, it unlocked powers. And those powers kind of ratchet up in complexity and desire to like focus in on the end game.
Right.
Where everybody's last power was always just like score points for doing thing.
Right, because if I remember correctly, I think my end game ability was all the way at the end. So like I had to get all the way to the end. So it was very, very important for me to get that ability, because it halved my penalty.
It zeroed your penalty. At the time, it zeroed.
That's right, it zeroed it. So I was like, I gotta get this. So I did feel like that was interesting. I don't know if that you feel like that complexity wise is going too high, but the fact that as the game got,
Yeah.
I mean, and maybe 5 was too many, but I do think you could probably do with some amount of, I don't know. The game is, I feel like, shorter than it was at Unpub also.
Yes,
So there's
I have
not
shortened it by about 15 minutes by simplifying some of the stuff.
Right. So there is less time to do that cool leveling up. I'm personally always a favor of power growth over a game and getting cool new things that are unlocked. That's just the type of game that I like. That doesn't necessarily mean that it makes this game better, but I found it really compelling to be like, ooh, I have a goal. If I can, if this turn I can get rid of 2 cubes instead of 1 cube, maybe by doing a slightly unoptimal play this turn, then I'll unlock this ability, and then my next turn I'll be able to do an even cooler thing. Whereas here I wasn't really thinking that. I was just like, okay, I'm going to move my guy to a place. I'm going to get damaged. I'll put 2 on, and hopefully I'll be low enough that I can be the last hit, but high enough that somebody else doesn't last hit before me. And that was like my entire thought process for the entire game.
No, that's the game loop. Is can I try and put myself in a position where I'm going before the slow people, but after the fast people, or
so
like the definitions of slow and fast vary.
Right, and it could be that if you're trying to go for a slightly more simple crowd, it could be that maybe the player boards are double-sided, where like you have you want 2 abilities that are both unlocked on the simple side, and then on the back side you start with, you have like 1 ability, and then you unlock another 2 or 3 abilities or something like that. You go up to 3 or 4 total, and it becomes a little bit more complicated. I'm thinking of Quacks of Quedlinburg. Like the base game of Quacks, you have the one side, and then after you've played it 5 or 6 times, you get to flip the board over, and you're like, ooh, I have like a whole other track I can do, and how is that going to change my strategy? This is interesting. Like I can start messing with things. So that might be a way to introduce that and give more longevity, because going back to one of your kind of standard questions of like, would I play again? I don't think I ever actually answered that one, which is, I would play it again, but I probably only played another 2 or 3 times just to like show friends, being like, hey, look how cool this is. Like, you're getting to play as henchmen, and it's interesting, and just the complexity level it's at now, as like people who play games once every 2 months, and we get like 4 hours, 5 hours. I don't think this is one that's getting pulled out consistently, because there's just not enough variation right now.
No, I hear you on that.
Right, which is not to say that that space is a space that I know is a desirable space, of the like, hey, it's Thanksgiving, pull out the game that we can explain to my cousin and my aunt, and they'll play with us. That's a slightly different zone than people who play games once a month or once every other week or whatever.
This is, I would say that this, unfortunately, I'm trying to get it into the pocket of things that I can. This is not going to be like code names where I can play it with my aunt, but this is something that I can play with like my people who play games occasionally friend group. Is the target demo, and I don't know if that's tight enough, or if there's enough kind of strike zone there. But partially, this is also a reaction to having just had a game that I really like, but also has an incredibly narrow strike zone. Can I make something that's very
slightly wider strike zone?
Slightly wider thematic strike zone, and
right. And I mean,
game strike zone. Yeah.
I would say that I've talked about this before vaguely, and I think me and you might have even talked about it when we did our interview last time.
Yeah.
But like, I kind of have my own system of being like thinking of the axes of board game design and comparing games to each other on like complexity and how adversarial they are and all of that. And I think it might be helpful to you to do that sort of analysis on your game and on like 2 or 3 others that you are aiming at, because you had brought up Smash Up as like a goal area, and personally I feel like Smash Up is significantly more complex than this. Like,
yes, Smash Up is 100% more complex than this.
So
yeah.
So if that is where you're aiming, then you can up your complexity. If you're saying, okay, actually, I'm aiming for vaguely that area, but I do want it to be like half as complex, then you're in the right zone. So it's just like, it does seem a little, not rudderless, but like there's a direction that you could go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely at a place where I think it's fine, but there are some optimizations that can be made to make it better, and it's really about finding what is going to line up. And unfortunately, this is not like an art game. This is a commercial game, and I'm trying to find where it's going to hit.
Right.
I think Ventus was trying to say something.
Yeah, sorry, pardon.
You only have 5 cards in hand in Smash Up, right?
Yeah,
5. Yeah.
Okay. You think that's much more complex than this?
Well, the complexity from not your turn by turn complexity, the overall complexity. I mean, I'm a person who bought Smash Up and then bought like 5 expansions to Smash Up. So every single time you're playing, you're basically playing with a new deck, because you're taking the 2 types and smashing them together. It's like, wait, what are you playing? You're playing with zombies and kaiju, and I'm playing with ants and superheroes. And I don't know, I've never played kaijus against superheroes, and they interact in weird ways, and each of those decks has like, I can't remember, I think they're like 12 or 14 unique cards, some of which there's doubles of and some of which there aren't, that can do weird things, and sometimes +1 counters come up and sometimes +1 counters don't come up, and you have basically about 40-ish unique cards that have varying abilities. I have 40 if we're playing a 4-player game. Everybody has totally, like, that's a lot of just operational complexity there. You
don't need to know all that to play the game, but to play well you do.
Right.
And I think there's a difference there.
Yeah, it's also just like, if you're trying to do strategy, you need to understand what other people are doing with their, like, if you're just like, I'm just going to play this card, and then someone's like, well, cool, my entire deck revolves around negating those sorts of cards, and you're like, okay, cool, I guess I won't play that card there, never mind. Like, you have to know what they're doing with their stuff, and they have pretty specific theming in those decks. So after a turn or two, you're like, okay, cool, you're like a zombie, you're like pulling shit back from your discard pile, so it's actually not super productive for me to kill stuff of yours, so I should just kill other people's stuff and try and tie up you in other weird, annoying ways. Okay, cool, like, easy. I have a higher, I guess, threshold for asymmetric complexity also, because I play a shit ton of asymmetric games. So it's in this, and this didn't feel particularly asymmetric, which we've gone over before.
Oh, so, sure. Yeah. No, I do agree with that. That there's a slight asymmetry in this particular game. Right. This particular version of this particular game.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Anyway, that was all I had. I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent there. Anything else, Zintis or Zero? Thoughts?
Yeah, I think I mostly made my case about like just slimming things down, push the asymmetry, make things feel more like the toady or the brute or the brain.
Yeah.
Probably shrink the card hands down. Maybe make some more rules regarding the handshakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have also been happy with like one more round. Like, I didn't.
What if the handshakes worked where you can offer to pay someone a handshake and then you take the next step of their turn for them, and that way you avoid the promise problem?
That could be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll give you this handshake, and then I get to control you. I get to control you this
I get
turn.
to do this phase of the game for you.
Yeah.
And that way I can make sure that things go my way, but you got points out of it.
Right, and then there's only like maybe 2 or 3 points where handshakes can happen. It's like you probably can't have them choose the card, but once they flip their card, it's like
No, I think you could. I think you could have, you can offer a handshake to choose the person's card. You can offer a handshake to choose where they go. You can offer and what minions they confront, or you can offer a handshake to choose how they split the pot.
Right. I'm just saying.
I mean that might be something.
Right. To choose their card, you'd have to be able to look at their hand, which might be.
That might not be bad though. Like, because you're paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're getting a point. Like if they're in a spot where like all decisions are like kind of meh, they can just be like, all right, who wants to play my hand for me? Give me some points, and then
could be.
So I do want to reiterate what I said earlier about like the negotiation game.
Yeah,
a lot of what the feedback has been focused on is the negotiation aspect of this game. So I think for everybody here, that seems to be the most interesting component of this beyond all the other stuff. Is how do I successfully negotiate myself into winning?
Mm-hmm.
I would argue that because of the complexities of negotiation, if you have the luxury, I would make a stripped down version of the game that has no negotiation and play that out, and then also just keep it like kind of the way in the same direction, and just to explore that space, just to make sure that like there is not some like super slim, elegant, asymmetric game like that is here that you get if you just remove the negotiation entirely. Like, because you could have informal negotiation in a game.
Yeah, has, like, a lot of games have that.
Yeah, that has no rules regarding it. But the fact that you're adding procedure and rules and content, and like the players can like just open up negotiation any time to try to discuss or break or like do something. I think that adds a lot of stuff to the game. Because like, what if this game was like 10 minutes or 15 minutes? Like that might be fine. That might be a fun game where like I get to do 5 wormy things and the game's over, or 10 or 6 wormy things.
Especially, I would say I'll let you finish in a second, Zero. But I was gonna just say that might be fine, especially if our cards are more asymmetric for me.
Yes, if there was more chaos, but the game was shorter, I think that would be something worth exploring. Just to make sure that you're like that you're not like passing by a very elegant, tiny, quick game.
Right.
That might be very easy to a lot of people.
What was your response to that, Zero?
Oh, I'm not even gonna say anymore because the thing that's coalescing my mind is basically just a different game at this point. So I'm just not even gonna. That
I mean, no. I mean, yeah.
Do you? I mean, if you want, like you can ask Endgamer. I always have crazy ideas.
What is your Skinwalker version of this game where you eat all the meat and then you just wear it as a skin?
Okay, so in my mind, it's coalescing around the idea of an extremely fast game. So I'm thinking every quote unquote class, every henchman has like literally only like 3 cards or something.
Yeah.
There you would need to introduce a randomness element, so like dice or something. But it basically comes down to you're sitting around with 3 other people, so it's 4 people, and you're like, okay, I have this card that does this thing to try to do the mission, and you have to convince everyone else like this is the best way to do it. And then maybe cards can combo somehow. It's like, oh, maybe you just use the first half of my plan and then the second half of somebody else's plan card, and then you roll a dice to see what the actual result is. It's really quick. Like, you're negotiating, you're playing your cards, but you need to add the element of randomness chance, which really helps with bringing complexity down, because chance helps in the sphere of, like, a one extreme chess, which is 0 chance and all pure skill, and then Candyland, which is predetermined from the beginning of the game who's going to win. So, but what chance does is it helps take the edge off of trying to be too skillful at a game, but it lets you...
It fuzzes things,
Right. So if you in my Skinwalker version of this game, it's a super quick. I have parts of a plan themed around my character. You have parts of a plan themed around your character, and we have a shared mission that we need to try to figure out who has the best odds of it going well.
Or maybe not even like who has the best odds, but like the theming of these cards be slightly different where
And that's the thing too. Oh,
you're
sorry,
like trying
sorry to
put
inter.
together-
I
Yeah,
need
go
to
ahead.
cut in on top of you now.
No, go ahead.
Theming is important too. If anything, you need to go more cartoony. Like it needs to be more Madcap, more Looney Tunes. Like things need to almost not make sense to a certain degree.
Sure.
You know,
Okay.
like when the Ninja Turtles show up in their Ninja Turtle painted like van with like rocket launchers on it. Like that doesn't make any sense, but that's what they have.
Right, or
You know?
or like I was playing Anno 1800 earlier today and was dealing with a criminal, and he was like, "Here's my crate full of glass hammers and toothless saws," and you're like, "Those are crime things. You're lying to me," but like in a very tongue-in-cheek way, where you're just like, "Okay, like we have like a giant a gun that has a thing that shoots bang, or like really the madcap for sure, like go."
Like the portable hole from Roger Rabbit. Like that's just the thing the brain has or something.
Or
the
painting the tunnel on the wall, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like I think it could be a little bit more serious. Like it could be more like 80s cartoons ish.
Yeah, I was going for He-Man, Ninja Turtles was kind of my
Sure.
the
Cops.
If
and,
it would be if it would be
Bionic
somebody who was
Six,
home
all
with
that.
somebody who was home with Krang.
Krang.
Like they're like that 80s Ninja Turtle, like it is less like pure madcap, but it's still like, oh, it's like 4 teenage Ninja Turtles eating pizza in the sewer and fighting a guy who's half pig and a guy who's half rhino.
Right, we have
like,
normalized Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's pretty madcap if you just think of it as like an outsider who does not have any cultural relativism for that. You're like, they're turtle men fighting a pig man with a rat as a teacher, and you're like, yeah, it's totally cool. And you're like, what the fuck are you smoking?
That's like my quote unquote Skinwalker idea, as you asked for. So that's what was coalescing my mind. Add some chance, I think, is maybe the top note there.
Only other comment is that you could customize the heroes a bit and make them a card, and you could also customize. You could have like an overlord, like the big boss that could change from game to game.
Yeah.
Right.
So
like,
I had
the person you are helping be slightly different and have like an overarching rule
but it
on the
would be
game.
like one line of text.
Yeah, like one rule that's like can change every game. Oh, okay, we're playing with this guy. Punishment is now worth 3 instead of 2.
Yeah.
I had a version of this where the heroes were represented by cards, and what I found was that there was enough people were keeping track of enough that having to keep track of the hero stuff was not.
Oh, I meant mostly for fluff. It would be mechanically the same thing, but like this one would have a name.
Right.
You could though add back in the mechanical heroes though if you are like simplifying some other aspect of the game.
I will say before we got too far away from it, having an overlord boss that you are all serving, I think that would be a really good spot for actually 2 lines of text, 1 positive and 1 negative, because
that might be fine.
That's where we're all having to deal with all of the heroes are 1 stronger, or rather all of our cards are 1 weaker, but we also get to play 2 cards a turn or something, like there are you can do some kooky crazy stuff, and that having one thing that we're all sharing would be a much better vessel.
I see why Smash Up is more complex because it has ongoing effects.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
Smash Up has ongoing effect. Like each mission for Smash Up is different, and then also the card piles start to get kind of tricky to figure out how to resolve. In my experience with Smash Up, and I also find that Smash Up just takes too long for what it is.
You're also
in my
just
opinion.
like having to count, because it's like the target for this is 23, and you're like, okay, I had 4, and you're adding 8, and then he had another 3, and then you had mine are all +1, so actually my 8 is 10. So it's just like you're doing too much math.
You should probably just be number of cards, but whatever.
Right.
I do think that there might be room in this game to like just leave the cards out and have like dots on the side that represent the cubes. That's a possibility, but it would change the game slightly, and then you would look more like Smash Up at that point.
Yeah.
But it might also clean up the components if that's something you're trying to do. But some people like components, so I don't know. That's up to you.
Yeah, I like the central board idea. I'm gonna experiment with that because that also saves on having to make a player aid because
Yeah. Like
I mean,
if it's either three cards side by side or top to bottom, and then on the side it's just like A, B, then C, D, E, and then you just follow the instructions.
Right. I actually really like the missions being cards because I do feel like it's gonna be a really good place also just for like silly fun art. And I think that these missions are, the best way to convey the kind of madcapedness. You're already doing, bully a small child and that sort of thing. So, I think that's going to be your best avenue for conveying that madcap and with silly illustrations.
100%.
So
yeah, and also there is a small challenge with the art on the cards. Like right now, all the cards have the same art with the same minion.
And I'm dealing with that with Dungeons now, which is like it makes your game look a lot better, but it's also expensive because artists are expensive.
It is also expensive. Yeah,
anyway, yeah. I think.
Thank you all so much for the feedback. Thank you for these wonderful ideas. Zero Gamer, I don't think that I'm going to adopt your Skinwalker idea, but I will keep it in my back pocket.
I think that's fair. That's why I didn't say, because it's wild. Yeah. It's wild and crazy.
I love your wild and crazy ideas, Zero. Thank you everybody for watching. If you want to keep up with Ned, you can find him on his website. I'll make sure that I have a link below.
And the blog. I have a blog too now.
And a blog.
I'm trying to do the social media thing. And I still have copies of my game Rex Regnat that I printed for PAX West. If you want to buy some, I will sell them for very reasonable rates.
And if you want to know how that gets played, you can watch our video on that, which was like a month or two ago. It was a cool trick-taking game. It has just occurred to me that I never introduced Zintis nor Ned nor Zero Gamer. They're here. They're playing with us. Zintis has been here twice. He has a 4X game. We're going to play that next week. Zero Gamer, if you're watching this and you don't know who Zero Gamer is, this is clearly your first episode. He's on like 90% of our episodes. He's fun and cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We'll have lots of links down below to Ned's website, to my website, where you can sign up for more information on the games that I'm developing, but you don't even know what those are right now if you're watching this. So go watch those videos too. That's it for today. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.